hope you are all well today. So we are on top of the downs above the town, where I can see the land, the sea and the sky. It is as close to the solstice as I've been able to get it with good sunny weather. And we're going to activate these cards, this whole deck, with the energy of the sun. So we're going to set up a circle now, and I'm actually going to try this in rhyme. I did this with another deck very successfully. I didn't record it, it was just for myself. But I really felt the power, so I thought we'd give it a go. So it won't always be totally in rhyme. It's going to be very bardic. I'm just going to go with the flow. So I may get stuck sometimes, I may not make total sense, but we'll give it a go. And this is what the Druids would do. They would banter in rhyme. Okay. So, as always, before we start, I would like you to ground. Grow that root out of your base chakra, your root chakra, the Muladhara, pushing it down into the ground below you. Downwards and downwards and downwards, pushing through the soil and the rocks deeper and deeper into Mother Earth. I would like you to imagine that candle flame at the center of your being and push it outwards. Push it upwards and downwards. Push it to the front and to the back of you. Expand it to encompass your whole auric field. And then we are going to put up a circle. So I have the Stonehenge knife here, but I also have a very dear crystal wand from my friend Chris. So I'm going to put them both together. We're going to start at the north, which is behind me. And we're going to ask the guardians of the north to come and protect this circle. We ask the guardians of the east to come and protect this circle. We ask the guardians of the south to come and protect this circle. And we ask the guardians of the west to come and protect this circle. We join it up again with the north. We ask Grandfather Sky to come and protect this circle. And we ask Grandmother Earth to come and protect this circle. And we join up both spheres so that it creates a ball of energy around us, keeping us devoid of space and of time. Okay. So I've picked some beautiful flowers on the way up from the hedgerows, but the main one I'd like to show you is the Rish, the elder. Is it Rish or Luish? I think it is actually. I'm getting them mixed up with Rowan. The witch's tree, for power, for divination, and many other things besides. I also have my drum beater here that is not used as a drum beater. I don't really use drum. It's made out of gorse, unna, or the furs. And there is much of it up at this place. And I just have this as a power and a light thing. So, going to anoint my hands with oak, which is the tree of this time, as well as the apple. The apple is very energetic at this time of year. And I'm just going to rub this oak oil onto my hand. It is a perfume oil, so it is not an essential oil, and I will put the details where I got it in the show notes. And first of all, I'm going to take the pendulum and I'm going to clear, 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 clear and clear. Thank you. I'm actually going to turn it over as well so that we do the other half. Clear, 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 clear and clear. Thank you. Okay. So, this deck is called the Llewellyn deck, and it has been put completely into order. Okay. The sun is shining this way on. And for the whole time that we're going to do this, I am just going to move it down a little bit, okay? For the whole time that I do this, I'm now going to summon up energy into my solar plexus. I'm also going to summon up the energy of my heart and of my mind. But I think what I'll do is I'll just bring the sun down. So I'm going to reach up to the sun and bring it down into my crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral and base, bringing that through. So you can do that now. You can bring the sun towards you. This can also be done with the moon if you wish to do it at a full moon. And it is actually full moon today. So we're bringing both energies in. Okay, let's begin. We ask the sun as we begin to shine down and enter within this tarot deck that lies right here, and we activate it for the next year. First, the Fool, who knows no bounds. He journeys forwards and all around until he meets the magician with tools, knowing that he has them all for him to use. Then the high priestess makes her way into our deck for us today. The Empress sits upon the throne with orb and scepter of her own. The Emperor also sits on his dais near, bringing strength and standing throughout the year. the Hierophant with the shining brow. Illuminate him right now, in case the querient doth need help. And know that he has the tools to help. Choices of the lovers, please help the querient discern with ease, for the best and for learning, please. The querient must steer the chariot on, deciding which way, as the horses will lead on. He will need the strength to keep it straight, and he will need to discern which gate to step through, and think with the hermit, to sit and rest and mull over what to do. The wheel of fortune, it keeps spinning round as Arianrod weaves her magic. Strengthening the circle thus, she weaves, she discerns, she learns, and hopes it is just. The next card, Justice, the sword and the scales. The protection, if it is needed, of the peacock tail. The hanged man hangs upon tree or grail. He learns, he makes sacrifices, so he can see the detail. Death is a change which will happen one day. Let us not fight against it, because it will come what may. Temperance is needed to get used to the balance of things, and we ask her to help, and we see what it may bring. The horned one or devil is fettered often by choice, and we ask that the querient uses his mind and heart to make the most of that choice. Nothing rhymes with choice. The tower is knocked down, right down to the ground, but help the querient build it up again so that it stands proud. It may reach the stars from which learning is shone out, and help us fly and join up with that every night. The moon often means illusion, but it also shines bright, helping your intuition as the owl takes flight, and the sun magnifies now at the zenith of the year. But help us know and bring it out right now, here. Judgment, it comes as a review of your faith. The sleeping lords at some day will awake. And this journey brings us to the end of the major arcana, bringing the universe or the world, encompassing its protection and its love in a circle. And now we move on to the Ace of Wands, holding it proud, starting to build. The castle in the background, the plans have been laid. And now on to 2, as we look forward into the haze. Balancing and planning, weighing up options, we must. And then plan and move forward with steadiness, not lust. The stability of 4 is growing and your plans are taking shape. But watch that too many cooks don't wish to join you and muddle the shape. The 6 of Wands, the journey is near complete of this suit. As the horse carries you forward with great big leaps. Some confusion may abound with the 7 of Wands. You'll have to fight things off to make it stand strong. The 8 of Wands and your plans are taking flight. As the deer and the herds bring strength to you through the night. The 9 of Wands, you have had many wounds, but the healing of the mistletoe soothes and brings anew. You have carried many burdens, but you are nearly there. You will reach that place and things will become fair. We activate the page who brings messages and the luck of the hare. The night carries you forward. With timely air. The Queen of Wands holds the sunflowers of the sun. And the King sits on his throne, telling you that it is done. Next, onto the swords. Activate it with justice and light. The yew and the holly helps you put things right. Help the querent to see that she has bound herself up. He feels wounded and sorry. And we ask her to be lifted up. Rest and regret do not need to be so strong. Go gentle on the querent, for this journey is long. Halfway there through the journey of the swords, picking up the bits and giving them just a chord. Journeying forward across the waters they go, moving towards help, finding someone who will know how to help the 8 who is bound and tight, and soothing the querent as they weep through the night. The 10 with swords all around, protecting this person as they sleep on the ground. The helper who comes with sword, steed and word. The knight carries you forward and your intelligence is heard. The queen holds the sword of strength upright in front of your spine, keeping you true. And the king holds it aloft as he knights you too. Now on to the pentacles we journey to go. The ace brings the coins of abundance, don't you know? You may have to juggle, but infinity is always here. As you craft and make things for your business year. Being frugal and keeping things safe, but not being selfish, is what this card makes. Divvying up things into pockets that you need, so that you can reap the rewards of those seeds. Generosity is the key to balancing and your good self-worth. The treasures grow on and multiply of your sweet earth. The Eight of Pentacles brings crafting anew, maybe a change of path. You know what you have to do. And now the Nine of Pentacles. You reap the rewards, the harvests come in, and you can feed the hordes. Joy and abundance of the 10 are near. As you count your accounts for the last year. A helper, a bringer of news. Maybe a staffing problem will be helped for you. The Knight carries your plans forward with stealth and grace, so that eventually as the Queen you can sit in your place. And the King surveys his estate and looks on. As we move to the emotional cups, helping you to keep strong. The Ace of Emotions is overflowing with love. Blessings upon you and your partnerships from above. Friendship and joy and teamwork abound under the moon. Keep hold of that thought as soon you may falter, but remember the joy. Do not despair. Look forward, not back, and bring love and devotion to your many cups. Choices of things. What do you choose? Sometimes you have many and some you must lose. But the 9 brings the journey almost to the end. And it is now a time to enjoy things with your friends. Peace and love with rainbows from above. Creativity, new things, maybe even love. The Queen has worked through her emotions and holds the chalice for you. The King holds the salmon and the scepter, and your cup flows over with bounty for you. This journey through the cards has shone down from above with rainbows and hearts, persistence and love. Take a deep breath in and activate the cards with truth, beauty, and lessons sometimes learned hard. Okay, so wasn't as free-flowing today, but I tried my best, and that is all that any of us can ever do. So I'm actually going to move these. I'm also going to put the on in the middle. I'm going to as well move all of these flowers closer, especially the elder. You have little spiders and ants crawling over things. And I'm now going to turn the circle down. Actually, I'm going to need my wands for that, aren't I? But of course you can leave this up for an hour or two, whatever you wish, and come back to it. You can do this in your own house. You don't have to be on a hill. But to take the circle down, we start in reverse. We thank Grandmother Sky. We thank Grandmother Earth for her protection and bid her farewell. We thank Grandfather Sky for his protection and bid him farewell. We thank the guardians of the West and we bid them farewell. We thank the guardians of the South and we bid them farewell. We thank the guardians of the East and we bid them farewell. And we thank the guardians of the North and we bid them farewell. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. And that is how to activate your cards with the sun at the solstice of the year. But if you come to this and it is not the solstice, then I would suggest that you do this on a sun day, using the word sun. Perhaps at midday on a Sunday would be very good. But if you wanted to do it on a moon day, I would say doing it on a full moon would be very beneficial, and I have a couple of decks that are aligned to the moon and the stars that I'm going to be doing that with. But I want you now just to ground again. And of course, if you wish to do this along with activating your own deck, that would probably work as well. And of course, I give my permission for this to be worked with your own magic. Love and light and sun and Tara blessings for you all. Bye-bye.